Price tells you what happened. Volume tells you how much conviction was behind it. You can have the exact same candle pattern, the exact same breakout, the exact same setup, and one version is real while the other is a trap, and the only thing that tells the difference is volume. Welcome back to From Zero to Funded in 30 Days. This is day 6. Today we're covering volume basics, what volume actually is, how to read high versus low volume moves, and why volume is the missing confirmation tool behind everything we've covered so far. This is one of the most practical lessons in the entire course because it turns every single tool you already know into something far more reliable. A lot of traders go their entire careers staring only at price and completely ignoring the volume bars sitting right underneath their chart the whole time. By the end of today, you won't be one of them. Let's get into it. Quick recap before we dive in. Day 1. Trends. Higher highs and higher lows mean an uptrend. Lower highs and lower lows mean a downtrend. Day 2. Candlesticks. Every candle shows the open, high, low, close, and wicks show rejection. Day 3. Support and resistance. Price floors and ceilings that can flip rolls once broken. Day 4. Time frames, top-down analysis from daily down to your entry chart. Day 5. Market structure. Break of structure confirms the trend. Change of character warns of a possible reversal. Today, volume becomes the confirmation tool that sits underneath every single one of those concepts. It's the missing piece that tells you how much real conviction is actually behind any move you're looking at on any of those 5 tools we've already built together. Let's get clear on what volume actually measures. Volume is simply the total number of contracts or shares traded during a specific time period. If you're looking at a 5-minute candle, the volume bar underneath it tells you exactly how many contracts changed hands during those 5 minutes. Here's the key idea. Volume measures participation. It tells you how many traders were actually involved in creating that price move. A candle can show you direction, but volume tells you how much conviction was actually behind it. On futures like NQ specifically, volume counts every contract that traded. Every time a buyer and a seller agreed on a price and executed, that's one more unit added to the volume count for that period. It doesn't matter whether that trade was opening a new position or closing an old one, every transaction counts. Look at any chart with volume turned on, and you'll notice the bigger price candles tend to line up with taller volume bars. That's not a coincidence, and understanding exactly why is what we're covering for the rest of this lesson. One more thing worth knowing. Volume is reported slightly differently across markets. On futures exchanges like the CME, where NQ trades, volume reflects actual executed contracts and is generally very reliable. On some other markets, volume can be reported per exchange rather than across the entire market. So always keep that context in mind when comparing volume between completely different instruments. Here's why volume matters so much for every single trade. Number 1, it confirms real moves. A breakout that happens on strong volume is far more likely to actually continue than one that creeps through on weak volume. Number 2, it exposes fake moves. Low volume breakouts often fail and snap back, and volume is exactly what helps you spot that trap before you fall into it. Number 3, it shows institutional interest. Big volume spikes often mean large players are actively involved at that exact price level, and where institutions are active is exactly where you want to be paying attention. Number 4, it adds confidence to your setup. When price action and volume are both agreeing with each other, that's a meaningfully stronger signal than price action alone. Think about it this way. Price tells you the story, but volume tells you how many people actually believe that story enough to put real money behind it. A chart with a beautiful pattern and almost no volume is like a movie trailer with no audience. It might look convincing, but nobody's actually there backing it up. Let's compare a high volume move to a low volume move directly. Picture 2 candles that look almost identical in price. Both are strong bullish candles of a similar size. But look at the volume bars underneath them. One has a tall volume bar, strong participation, lots of traders involved, often real institutional buying behind it. You can trust the direction of this move more. The other has a tiny volume bar attached to a similar looking candle. Weak participation, only a handful of traders involved. This kind of move is far more likely to fail and reverse shortly after. This is exactly why two candles that look the same on price alone can mean completely different things once you check the volume sitting underneath them. From today forward, get in the habit of glancing down at the volume bar every single time you look at a candle that excites you. It takes 2 seconds and it can save you from a bad trade. Here's what a genuinely healthy trend looks like through the lens of volume. In a strong uptrend, you want to see volume increase on the up moves, the green candles pushing to new highs, and then naturally fade or decrease during the small pullbacks in between. That pattern tells you buyers are aggressive and in control, while the pullbacks are just normal profit taking with no real selling pressure behind them. If you ever see the opposite, volume actually increasing on the pullbacks and fading on the rallies, that's a subtle warning sign. It can mean sellers are quietly becoming more aggressive even while price is still technically going up, and that the uptrend's underlying strength might be fading well before it shows up clearly on the price chart itself. This is one of those details that separates traders who read between the lines from traders who only react to what's obvious. A volume climax is an extreme, unusually large volume spike, often appearing right near the end of a strong, extended trend. Here's why it matters. When everyone who wants to buy has already bought, and the last group of latecomers rushes in all at once, that spike in volume can actually represent the last wave of buyers entering the market. There's nobody left to push price higher after that. This is sometimes called a buying climax in an uptrend, or a selling climax in a downtrend. It doesn't guarantee an immediate reversal, but it's a strong signal to tighten your risk management and watch closely for the trend to start losing momentum right after that spike. If you've ever wondered why a trend that looked unstoppable suddenly stalled out of nowhere, a volume climax is very often the hidden reason behind it. I see this pattern constantly on NQ around major news events. A huge volume spike pushes price to a fresh extreme, social media and chat rooms get loud and excited, and then price quietly stalls and reverses over the next few sessions while everyone who just bought the top wonders what happened. Learning to recognize the climax itself in real time is what lets you avoid being on the wrong side of that move. Here's one of the most practical uses of volume: telling apart a real breakout from a fakeout. In a real breakout, price pushes through a key resistance level and volume clearly expands right along with it. You can see the volume bars getting visibly taller exactly as the breakout candle forms. That expansion tells you real buyers are stepping in to support the new move. In a fakeout, price might push through that same level, but volume stays flat or weak the entire time. There's no real participation behind the move. Sure enough, price often snaps right back below the level shortly after, trapping everyone who chased the breakout. From now on, before you trust any breakout, glance at the volume bar underneath it. If volume isn't expanding, treat that breakout with serious suspicion rather than chasing it with real money. Quick preview of something a bit more advanced: volume profile. Instead of showing volume by time, like the bars we've been looking at today, volume profile shows volume by price level. This reveals exactly where the real action has been happening across a range of prices, regardless of when it happened. 3 terms to know: POC, or point of control, the single price level with the most volume traded over a given period. Price often gets drawn back to this level like a magnet since so many positions were opened and closed right around it. HVN, or high volume node, A price area with heavy historical trading, which often acts like support or resistance because so many traders have an interest tied to that price. An LVN or low volume node, a price area with very little trading, where price tends to move through quickly because there's nobody really defending that level. We won't go deep on volume profile today, but keep these three terms in your back pocket. We'll build directly on this later in the course. A few common mistakes with volume before we wrap up. Don't ignore volume completely and trade off price action alone. You're throwing away free confirmation that's sitting right there on your chart. Don't trust every breakout blindly without checking whether volume actually expanded to support it. Don't compare volume across very different times of day, since volume naturally spikes around the open and fades during quiet midday hours. Comparing a quiet lunchtime candle to a busy opening candle isn't a fair comparison, and don't overreact to a single tall volume bar in isolation. Look at the broader pattern across several bars before drawing any real conclusion, since one outlier bar can sometimes just be a data anomaly or a single large order rather than a meaningful shift in sentiment. This is where everything we've built over 6 days finally comes together into one complete checklist. Start top down on the daily from day 4. Identify the trend from day 1. Confirm it with a BOS and watch for any CHOCH from day 5. Find your key level from day 3. Wait for the candlestick confirmation from day 2. And now, the final piece, confirm the whole thing with rising volume from today's lesson. When all 6 of these agree at the same time, you are looking at about as complete and high probability a trade setup as retail trading allows. Think about how far you've come in just 6 lessons. You started this course not knowing what a trend even was, and now you're capable of reading direction, candle psychology, key levels, multiple time frames, market structure, and volume E, and combining all 6 into a single, repeatable decision-making process. That is genuinely more than most retail traders ever bother to learn, and it's exactly what separates a structured trader from someone just guessing at charts. Let's recap. Volume measures participation. How many traders are actually behind a move? High volume means trust the direction. Low volume means stay cautious. Volume should rise on advances and fade on pullbacks in a healthy trend. A volume climax warns of possible exhaustion late in a move. Real breakouts come with expanding volume. Fakeouts don't. And volume profile reveals the price levels where the real action has been happening. Every single one of these ideas is something you can start applying on your very next chart today with 0 extra tools required beyond turning on the volume indicator you probably already have available. Your homework today: open TradingView, turn on the volume indicator, and find one high volume candle, one low volume candle, and one breakout. Then check whether volume confirmed it or warned you away from it. This simple exercise, repeated across a few different charts, will train your eyes to glance at volume automatically before you ever take a trade. Screenshot what you find and drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll give you personal feedback. Day 7 is our week 1 review, where we bring trends, candlesticks, support and resistance, time frames, structure, and volume together with full live chart examples. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. See you in day 7.